Previously on S.L.A.I.N.G Expanse.
I can't believe Jimmy's dead.
Vicar, would you like to say something?
Yes, Jimmy was very special to all of us. Some of us more than others. Hey, Rick.
Thank you. We're gonna get that son of a bitch for doing that.
Damn right we are. Lock and load.
I got a bunch of books, and I'm gonna throw them all. I've been collecting books all week running up to the funeral. Oh, these books, I'm gonna throw them all at this monkey-killing son. What?
It's time to burn the book. It's time to go off book. It's time to rip the book up and go rogue.
Let's close this book.
Not today, you want. I'm Commissioner Hound, and you two are off the case.
What? We're so close, though. Come on, Chief.
No, give me your badges and your crossbows.
God damn it.
Fine. Here you go.
Take it. See if I care.
Really inappropriate. We're doing this at a funeral.
I know. His mother's crying over there. Little Jimmy's mother.
Made a big old scene.
You can take our badges and not guns, our crossbows. But you're never gonna take our lust for justice.
You'll never take our freedom.
Yeah. See you later, Captain.
Yeah.
Justice Commissioner for Justice Captain.
Say hi to your mom for me.
Yeah.
You leave my mom out of this.
You know she likes peach cobbler, and I make a good one. And that's all I'm gonna say about it.
Oh, won't get food again.
God damn, it's right.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
I've got a pint of wine.
Yeah.
How did you think this is going to be an easy fight, Dan?
Oh, it's Gargamel. Gargamel is that guy from Smurfs.
The creature has a spell called Death Knell. Had it not been killed,
Give me 30 cc's of elixir of life. Stat!
I'm still not feeling very well.
you see the shadow treble in size and then shrink back down again. Can't resist the call of nature, can you?
Yeah, the call of nature.
The adventure continues now.
Colin has put a shocking amount of faith in me for this episode. Normally, when we record, we all have we got our studio mics, we've got our directional mics, and then I have like a condenser mic because as James's lamp and Colin's television and generally anyone who sits near me during a game will attest, I'm quite an expressive GM. I like to move around a bit. I like to look.
I'd call it flail.
I'm quite a flaily GM, yeah. But also, like, I've got a laptop here. I've got a lot of stats and things to take into account. So I move around a lot. So it's not good to have a directional mic. But I'm also traveling fairly light today, hence why I've had my nails done, because I'm going to a party later. So I was like, oh, can I just use the studio mic? And Colin, you have very kindly allowed me to do it on the condition that I have the best mic technique I have ever had. And I behave myself on this one and talk into
What was the WhatsApp message I sent you last night?
Oh, I was like, Jim, can you use a studio mic? And you're like, yeah, if you learn to fucking use it properly.
It was simple, direct, to the point.
It was really passive aggressive.
Oh, it was fun.
In a very just aggressive, way, Colin. I think that's
that's
what's passive about that.
Very little passive.
In fairness, I've got to learn to use it properly at some point. So it might as well be when we're about to embark on what I think will be one of the most complicated encounters we've ever run on the podcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Danger Club podcast.
Hey, that was perfectly you had your cup of coffee waiting for that hello moment, and as soon as you did it, we all went, "Way!" You went, "Oh, sip of coffee."
It's because it makes a noise if I put it down on the table. So I was waiting until everyone did the hooray to put it down, but then I instead took a sip of coffee and have forgotten. So now I'm stuck here until there's another cheer.
This really is the Danger Club.
A few of us have got mugs. Let's practice this now. Let's just get it out of the way.
What about Danger Club coasters?
Everyone just be all right, Scott, you go first because you.
I'm just going to use a hero point.
No.
I don't use a hero point. I shall use them as I see fit.
I just want to hear you C.
It still made a noise, mate.
I'm
Yeah,
a
go
one.
on,
I'm only using
How about
one
this?
then.
Go on
I
in
use two
drum.
now.
Oh, yeah,
It's
not bad.
It's not the worst Christmas game ever.
Here we go, Colin. Yeah. still
Wow,
a
those
noise.
Lacruces really are soft, aren't they? There's a reason everyone likes them.
Go on then, Ross.
I hope everyone's ready for no episode today.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
To be fair,
Wow.
though, he did
Skill.
deep throat his cup before he did anything.
He did. It was well.
James?
I think that's the technique.
You see, that's...
Do you know what? I was so confused by that. That was Colin.
I banged the table, Dangerlings, just to catch him.
didn't
That
make
wasn't
any
bad,
noise.
though. That wasn't bad, yeah.
Not bad. Did you hear anything? No.
Yeah. Go on in, Dan. Yeah.
Yeah, nailed it.
Don't give a shit. Right.
I'm serious though. What about Danger Club coasters, guys? Come on, I think have we reached that level of middle class podcast that
Don't suggest merch when we haven't got the website up yet, all right? We're working on it. We're trying to get...
Yeah,
we've
but,
got the
yeah.
website up, we can make the merch.
New website coming
Yeah,
soon.
Danger Club
Dangerlings
doilies.
coming soon.
Danger Club
Go and visit our
doilies.
website. It's really bad.
The new one's going to be great.
there's a lovely shade of beige on there.
On the merch front, I will say I finished designing the next range of Patreon shirts over the weekend, and they look pretty nice.
Yeah,
they look
Designed them
very
myself,
good.
so you're going to be
Fine, boy.
patrons. You'll be getting those over the next few months. Very excited for that. We'll put some pictures when they are out. I've got a question for everyone on our little preamble.
Better be good.
Did anyone have?
Colin, all the pressure from
You're
Colin
like the
at the moment.
anti-hype man today.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Like in the background of the track, they're like, "This guy's shit."
Imagine that.
Hector
Why
at
do
the
we
comedy
have this
club.
guy on the track? He owns the studio.
He makes me laugh.
It's the discount that you get in the at the studio. Like, get money off your recording session, but the producer gets to sit in the background and just talk shit to you through the track.
Wasn't that basically Puff Daddy's job? Get in line, Puffy.
Sweet as Puffy. Did anyone have like a hangout when you were younger? Did you have like what was your place that you went to like hang out with your mates? Kind of because like before we met obviously as adults in London, but I figure like a lot of us have come from small towns. You've always got like a place you go to hang out with your friends. Does anyone have one of these? Colin, you must have had some of these.
Are we talking like teenage years or like
Whatever,
younger?
and teenage, as a kid up to teenage, just a place you went to hang out with your mates.
I mean, I grew up by the seaside, so there was always the beach.
Yeah.
But there's different points of the beach that you can go to. So you can go to the brown shelters, which are not there anymore because we burnt them down. There was...
You burnt them down.
Well, not
You
me,
and your friends
not me
burned them
specifically,
down.
but like someone burnt them down. Then there's the green shelters, which are still there. You can still go there. There was the dodgy shelters that you don't go to because loads of like I don't know. They were just a bit scummy, like they were just
Is it
covered in piss and
ne'er-do-wells there?
unsavouries. Yeah. And then there was like Columbia Park, and then there was the Wreck. So yeah.
This
But
is a
then the
great
beach-
like dungeon for a roleplay.
I feel like it
There's like several different encounters.
But the beach essentially had loads of different places. So yeah.
Welcome to the unsavoury beach.
Proper like.
What was your favourite?
My favourite was probably the green shelters, but only when the main crew were there. Like
Green
when
life.
when loads of other people started coming along. When you were a teenager and like people that nutted you last year, you don't really want to see those people again.
I can understand that.
Big up those people who nutted me when I was 14.
Hey, they're big
Big up
fans of
or
the show.
sweetest?
They listen. They sit there listening to me like,
Yeah, well, good times.
Yeah,
good times.
I
really want to tell him how much I liked him, but that was the only way I could express myself at the time. But he's still taking the rap for burning down the brown shelter.
I was just saying, I want to say nutted, like, because like that could mean something very different.
my goodness.
Hey, what happens
I
to the
did
brown
look at
shelter?
Scott's
Stays at the brown
That's
shelter.
like
heads exchanged a look, but we didn't say anything.
So that's like when you nut someone, you headbutt them, in like British culture.
You
So-
can do that in the other.
Because we used to call peanutting, where you pull someone's tie really
Yeah,
tight.
peanut, yeah.
Peanut.
That's what you were about to say, weren't you, Russ? What were you going to say?
What, as in my place?
Than
a greenhouse full of spiders. Call back to our Christmas episode. Murder mystery.
Go and listen on the Patreon. On the Patreon, £5 here, £5 here.
I don't really even know. I remember...
You didn't have any mates, did you?
Still hasn't got any mates.
Teddy bears.
So we just went around, mate. Yeah, there was one time where a load of my mates broke into the abandoned cinema, and I didn't go because I was too scared, and they all got arrested. So that was a good thing that I didn't.
Talking dog there, and a tall skinny guy who was really hungry. Were they there? Did you discover anything? Was it Old Man Withers?
Maybe.
Did you make an old man Wither in the old cinema?
Did you meet Bill Withers?
Yeah, I just hung out wherever I wanted to, mate. Yeah, I'm a free thinker.
Yeah, I like it.
I probably rather than a hangout spot. I mean, because I started going out way earlier than I should have done. So it's probably the local music venue, which is an old disused toilet that was on the Common called the Forum.
Wait, what?
Hang on.
It was
several of those things you just said doesn't make any sense.
So it was musical.
It was built originally as a toilet, as a public toilet, and then it got changed into many things, including a brass rubbing centre, which I'm sure lasted for a long time.
Good.
But when I knew it,
Welcome
it was
to the brass rubbing.
It was the Forum, Tunbridge Wells. Big up the Forum, Tunbridge Wells. Still going, and it's on the circuit. So loads
How
of
big was this toilet?
It's a tiny thing. I mean, they basically knocked it through. So what was two separate things, and it's sort of like a little sort of funny L shape.
Drum in the 1920s, toilets were a big deal. Okay.
yeah.
It was a throne room.
I tell you what, I shit you not, like Ocean Colour Scene, Oasis, Blur, like everything.
They all had a shit there.
Proper, yeah. It's on the circuit, but it's tiny. But we used to hang out down there.
Tunbridge Wells Drum. They've got some fancy toilets.
We got some fancy toilets.
I'm getting that vibe.
And ironically, the toilets in the Forum were pretty grim. It was like, but didn't this place used to be a toilet? It's like, now that's bad. But
So how many people could you fit in this toilet that's now a music venue?
I'd say 100 tops.
I mean, that sounds like a massive toilet.
It was. I mean, it was pretty big, but they knocked all the walls through.
There's quite a few, isn't there? Like that. There's one in Kennett
If you knock all the walls down, then it's no longer a toilet.
No, it wasn't a toilet. It's just that's what it was originally built as. So it's quite amusing. Way back
stop
when.
being a little bitch about it, Drum. Anywhere's a toilet if you're brave enough.
Wait, Drum, where's your cue cards?
My what? My cue cards? Oh, Colin has them. Colin, can I have my cue cards?
Yeah, they're in a box somewhere.
I'll get them out. I've got notes. I have to. They're very important.
It's so important that you gave them to someone else.
Hold on.
Yeah, so that I wouldn't forget them.
I forgot about another one. Is the castle. We had a castle. We used to go to. There's like a castle in
Whitstable
Whitstable.
Castle?
Yeah, there's Whitstable Castle. So there's a whole like bowling green. There's loads of. It's quite bougie, and for old people really. But what we would do is you'd get like 50 or 60 kids when we were teenagers, and you'd all go there and you'd play manhunt in the dark. So there's loads of places that you can hide. And inadvertently at some point, someone, usually this guy Peter, would call the police. And then the police would like just fucking envelop the grounds and like chase after you and run after you. And you'd all have to find a place to go away, otherwise you get arrested.
Oh my God.
So it's literally like that bit at the end of Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Where the police turn up.
Genuine manhunt.
Your child.
I remember once Peter was like, come over here. What are we doing? And we went to the phone box and he was like 999. He went, there's loads of fucking kids in the castle. And he went, come on, this is going to be a right laugh. And then we just ran back into the grounds. And then we heard the sirens coming. It was crazy.
That's hilarious that they did that. That the police went, wrong, children.
Children in the castle grounds.
Well, it's the castle grounds, isn't it? There's a bowling green and all that sort of stuff. So they've
All the old people very, very
Bowling Green Mafia. They've got the whole police on lockdown. You know, you call for the bowling green, they show up.
I've got about the brown shelters. They just didn't give shit.
I've got to go and get these cards. Hold on.
Thanks, Colin.
Cole had such a more exciting. I used to hang out on the fire escape outside school.
The fire escape outside school.
I called it the clubhouse because you know, as you may have noticed, by the way, I tense up every time you do your lad thing. Like the nerdy queer kid at school was not like I spent a lot of my time avoiding other kids. So I found a fire escape out the back of the school, and I would sit out there with all my D&D books, and other kids would sometimes come and I'd help them gen characters, like sitting out, and I was like, welcome to the clubhouse. They're like, you shitty fire escape, you know, until we got keys to the music room and then could go and listen to blues records, and it was beautiful. Oh my God, we have cards.
Yeah.
It's also about 10 minutes, so...
Perfect. Well, Drum, why don't you tell us what happened last episode based on the cards?
It's cool. I didn't have a place to go. I never had a retreat or a hideout to go. Yeah, it's cool. We can just skip that.
No, tell us. Drum's got to get the cards out. So.
No, it's cool. I was an only child, so it was just my bedroom with all my books. So I didn't used to do anything. But it's
Good
cool.
books.
We skip over it.
Yeah, nerd.
Nerd. I mean, not really me.
You have a surprising number. Are they all written on? They're not all written on.
No, they're not all written on.
Okay, because you've written on one on the back and then some on the front.
No,
so I'm just like, it's got this confused. It's like,
I'm trying to remember
a lot of notes.
which side are the ones I've.
Why did
already
you
read
number them?
And which side.
Because
You number them!
We've only just thought of that.
we've just
He's only been doing this for like 2 episodes, bless him.
Guys, we just invented numbering pages.
Do you remember when we were on episode 2 and how many mistakes we made?
Yeah, this is true.
There we go.
Look how far we've come.
There's an excellent bit in any Dangerlings who might have played the game Disco Elysium, which is an RPG that I've barely had time to look at over the past month.
I know.
But I have ducked into it a little bit. There's a wonderful bit where your interior voice is walking you through your car
Spoilers.
crash of a case, and in it you discovered your files from like before you were drunk, and it teases you by saying your case files have both letters and numbers. It is a complex system. It's like, I get it. I'm a waster. I'm drunk. It's fine. But here's Drum doing that exact bit right now in front of us.
Tell us what's on the card you have in front of you.
Okay,
Big shout
so
to,
the first one is almost forgot the cards. What? I almost forgot.
Did you
start
write that
writing on the
in the-
cards?
This is like people that
I wrote
make
that. I wrote that last time.
This is like people that make a list and they write make list as the first one.
Yeah. Make
So
the
they
to-do
can
list.
cross something up.
And then I've got James. ... Shania is dying. Not enough to pull out the big guns? Question mark. Ooh,
You're the healer.
Angry. No. The big guns to try and.
Yeah.
Anyway, Karagor, thanks, babe, but don't throw chickens at giants. Then I've got thanks for the hero points by ABBA. Thank you for the hero points. Dr. Velda, is 11 enough? Yes, it is. Oh, God. Thank for asthma. This is me. I am wounded 1. I'm not sure if these are in the right order.
You can get rid of that now because you have a night's rest.
Breathing now. Surprisingly emotional. ... Sexy spore and skirt in a daze. Dino head looks ace. How do demons get anything done? Secrets and lies. Secrets and lies. That was it.
I feel like we should be
remember
playing like
game.
some kind of like weird soundtrack to this. Drum should be in a spotlight with like a beat.
Maybe some bongos going.
Yeah.
This is what I was thinking. Like, because all the demons and they all lie to each other, and that's how do you ever know when another demon? Like, how can you can't possibly work? How do they ever get anything done? Surely it's absolute chaos. And then I wrote secrets and lies. Why can't we share our pain? Timothy Spall, so good. Have you seen Secrets and Lies?
Yeah, it's great. It's good.
Yeah, it's a fucking great film.
I haven't seen it.
I love and lies. Why can't we share our
I love the fact that you're aghast that the demon world isn't this super organised, like, bureaucratic Byzantine nightmare.
No, I just suddenly,
famously chaotic.
Yeah, I know, but it just suddenly went like, but how do they get anything done? That's anyway.
How do they get the streets clean? No, wait. Why don't they build any streets?
Demon steak, tasty? Question mark.
We'll
Karagor is a steak hero. Self-care makes you strong. Gotta love yourself if you want to be loved.
Sounds very Bubba.
Sounds very
nailed
Spice
it.
Girls.
I heard roasted dino rave. Roasted dino rave.
I now know less about the last episode.
I'm so confused.
Okay, finally, eat the one that eats you.
Yeah.
And Shania's feeling shunned but sleepy.
Wow.
Well, there we go, everyone.
My favourite segment of the show, by far, the drum and cue cards.
Do you know what, though? There were glimpses in there that were like, oh, yeah. Because I rolled a natural 20 on my medicine.
You did?
Surprising.
Yep.
And also, then suddenly that last bit came rushing back, and it's Shania wanting to get it on with Karagor in the only place we can sleep and trying to shush us all out. And I was like, oh,
And then
yeah.
and then Karagor saw the doctor transform into something horrible or something massive, didn't you?
Yes.
The shadows.
Yes.
And then came back and was like, "Oh, hello."
I just went for a poo. Or something like that, what she said.
So she's
Just
probably
had to go and pinch one out.
I'm still thinking about eat the one that eats you. Do you know what I mean?
So profound.
Well, I mean, and then I went and watched Ravenous, and was thinking about being a cannibal for,
All right, let's get into it.
Oh, all right.
That's all right, Drummond.
Being a
We'll
cannibal?
find something to eat you during the course of this adventure. Don't worry.
Only
I'm
if
sure
I can eat them back.
Here we go.
Let's get it on a thong.
So, you defeated the demon dinosaur Gaganez. Not before he could almost chew Shania's face off. You were able to heal her. You got so close. You got within one round of him casting Death Knell on Shania, which was very, very frightening. But you managed to take him down. Before that, then yes, Shania attempted to seduce Karagor to celebrate the fact she had survived to fight another day. You all managed to talk her down from that. And had a good night's sleep in one of the side rooms, ate some dinosaur steak, and then Karagor, you watched as Edie went out into. So there's a little side room off where you've been. You decided not to explore properly just yet. It's got piles and piles of boxes in it. But you saw Edie go into that room, and in the light of the morning sun, you saw her shadow grow enormous and then shrink back down. And she's come back into the room as she's facing you and says, as she said, "Yes, you can't resist the call of nature, can you?"
Were you the first watch? I think you were, weren't you?
No, Bubba went.
No,
first,
I think you were the.
Yeah, but he was the last watch.
Last watch.
The last watch.
The last watch.
What's she doing now?
So
Take the last
she is. She's standing before you, and as she is, before we do anything, Karagor.
Oh.
I need you to make a will save for me, please.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Make a will save, Bilbo. Come on, Bilbo. No, that's Bilbo.
Yeah, that's one of the lowest stats, fam. 10.
A 10. A 10 is a critical failure.
Oh, shit.
So, the you have been affected by Charm Person. You are unaware that a spell has been cast on you. You believe Edie to be a good friend of yours. You cannot even contemplate taking a hostile action against her. It is, of course, broken. If she takes a hostile action against you or one of your friends, that would break it. But yes, you believe that she is a good friend of yours. This lasts for the whole day.
All right, well,
Dan?
that's that plot point buried then.
Dan,
Forget about
does that include him telling us what he saw?
I would leave that up to you. If you could find a way of, you're not mind controlled. You just think, you trust her. You are helpful towards her. It's always a tricky one when these spells are used on players, because you have to really kind of think about how
if you're charmed, you wouldn't think it was weird that you would just be like, oh, she's just
kind
maybe
of brush
a different,
it off, or maybe you didn't see what you thought you saw, or
if your good friend does something out of the ordinary, would you ask them a question about it?
Well, yeah, it depends. Like if you saw them transform into something else and then come back.
But he didn't see her transform. He saw the shadow get bigger. That could have just been walking away from the light.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not
physics.
yeah, that's right. Simple physics, mate.
I guess it's up to you, Scott.
Yeah, it's whether or not it's something you would brush off yourself if you were just sort of like, oh, well, that was weird, but I trust her. I mean, if she'd come back as a Slithering demon, then you'd be like,
Yeah.
Hiya, babe. You okay?
Yeah. I consider you a good friend.
Do you want a hug?
You could take my jugular.
What do we get back, Dan, from a full night's rest?
Okay, so from a full night's rest, you get all of your hit points back, because Shania has time to do. We said Shania's got time to do a bit of healing on you. Sweet. She wakes up in the morning and treats you all. You have a little nurse session. You get all your hit points back, and obviously all your spells and everything are restored. If you're using Path Builder, I think there's a rest button on it somewhere. Path Builder's buttons are in weird places. But yes, you feel restored as you can be for having slept in the jungle on a hard stone floor with limited bedding. I think some of you've got some bedrolls and things.
I can tell you, having slept in the actual jungle on limited bedding, it's not as bad as you think.
Except for the scorpions.
Yeah, it's worse. It's worse than you think it is.
Yeah.
I got 2 hours in Malaysia before I had to go out kayaking on Lake Chenderoy. That was delirious. It was. Everything moves in your sleep. Everything moves. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah.
Fulton just wakes up covered in scorpions. Pulling them out of weird places, and you have a little
like pocket meat.
Yeah.
And arm pocket meat. Is it arm pocket? Armpit. Sorry.
Armpit
Keeping
pocket
scorpions.
Arm pocket meat. He's been saying armpit meat for about 5 months.
Arm pocket meat.
I know,
Arm meat.
but I couldn't think of the word
An
for
arm
armpit.
pocket. Just an arm coming out your pocket. How horrific.
I was thinking of a pocket in your arm.
Oh my god!
Instead of you putting something in your pocket, your pocket puts something in you.
Fold meat.
Where you put the meat in the
Like every time you go to put
which
something
is
in
your
your
arm
pocket, a hand comes out and just grabs your own hand, and then you're just holding a hand.
Someone that's just lost loads of weight and they've just got excess skin. They just flap over into a pocket.
Turn it into a pocket.
That is
you go.
the downside of the high release rate of Pathfinder books. Is now, in order to find content, there are some really weird ancestry feats now. Dwarven skin folds. You can store 1 bulk's worth of equipment in your arm pockets.
Dwarven Skinfold does sound like a metal band, though.
It's another t-shirt, isn't it?
Well, looks like the thumbs up. What's the? I suppose we should rouse the others. I guess the rest of you gradually begin to wake up and. Very good, everyone.
Morning. Shania's still asleep there.
Did anyone see anything in their watches?
No.
Nah.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
All the subtle ways I was trying to come up with, like
Could you just wait for a moment to have a cup of coffee or something before you ask such a bludgeoning question?
Coffee? Have you got coffee?
No. I wish I did.
Do we know about? We must know about coffee. We've been all over the world.
Coffee exists. in the world.
I also I
We've
like
had coffee before.
Haven't gotten it.
I like how we all wake up at the same time and make the same exact noise as
Well,
we
I've
wake
been
up.
awake for the last half an hour, actually.
Have you?
Yes, because Shania's snoring.
Oh yeah, it's quite loud.
Yes.
Especially right down the microphone, yeah.
You should try having that if you ever sleep next to her ever after a gig or whatever. Like, if you ever end
is
up
it?
sharing a
Yeah,
room
yeah.
with Shania, it's actually so lucid. So it's almost like I can hear it now. It's like I can hear it now. Anyway, stretches right.
Morning.
Quick 40 push-ups.
So let's tackle the door today. Yeah,
Tackle what?
tackle the door. We've got to
Can't
get
tackle
in.
a door.
Get into the dome.
Do you mean open the door?
Yeah, tackle
You mean-
the door.
37.
To be fair, we have had problems with like doors before.
But I know we've had problems with doors. Well, yes, it's true.
Doctor.
Yes. Professor, actually, but that's all
Sorry,
right.
I mean
Yeah, Professor actually, Fulton.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Professor.
Sorry. Would you?
What are you a professor of? I forgot.
Oh, she's awake.
Yeah, I just woke up. What's
Straight
wrong
away.
with you?
You
Just
went
quickly,
you went from blackout sleep to straight into conversation without even a...
No, I didn't. Just a moment ago, I went, and I saw you doing your push-ups. And I
I was
went,
doing
that's
push-ups.
nice. And then I looked over, and he was talking about tackling a door. And I said, you can't tackle a door. And no one listened to me. And then I tried to have a conversation with the professor, and you all jumped down my throat. Fucking assholes.
Fulton forces.
Sorry.
I'm a professor of anthropology. I've been studying the Songhai, the halflings that live in this part of the jungle.
Do you know, when do you study ants?
Oh, no, it's a common misconception. People who study anthropology study, it's the study of humanoid character. It's not the study of ants, except for people who study ant people, in which case it is also the study of ants.
Oh, that's confusing. No, you're really good at that.
Well, I mean, yes, society and such, and culture.
Yes, society. I don't really go into those ant people studiers. They just muddy the waters, confuse everything.
Yeah, stupid ant people.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've got an ant.
What have you got against ant people?
Oh,
Yeah, what's wrong with them?
There's a lot that can be learned
I've
from
met a
ants.
couple of
They're
ant
highly
people in my
organised.
time. They're all right.
Oh.
Name one.
Although,
John
John
Anson.
John Anson.
Yeah, it's weird.
But
It's not spelt with an A. It's spelt with an H.
It's very hard to have a
But the H is
conversation with
silent.
them.
Anson.
Because they only really speak to the Queen and do everything through the Queen.
Yeah, also
they're not
the-
like their own personalities.
He
I
thought
find
I
it
was-
very disturbing.
he
Do you ever
thought I
get
was the
halfway through a
Queen.
conversation, they just start emitting pheromones at you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've even managed to
Still
start the
happens to me.
conversation.
I know two ants
They
as
just
well.
walk past me.
There's that famous comedy duo, Ant and Deck.
Oh yeah, fuck.
It was
Now we've got to
terrible what
explain
happened.
this.
Terrible what happened to Deck with the cordyceps infection. Mushrooms erupted from his eyes in the middle of a performance. Disgusting.
Aye. Now it's just left Ant all on his own. And he's not the same without Deck.
No, but the joke still works. It would be terrible if Ant had been the one that had died, frankly. Deck's career would have been over.
Deck the ant person.
yes.
So you just get lots of people punching ant people.
Yeah.
Dex ant person.
Well, let's get
Yeah.
ready to carry on this episode.
It is a bit of a carry-on episode.
yeah.
Right, just fix this roof with this hammer and nails. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, Gorham's heavy iron balls, me bloody thumb. Ah, ow. Oh, God, that hurts so much. Well, come to think of it, Gorham's heavy iron balls have been looking pretty smooth of late. I'll tell you what, if I ever meet another one of the faithful, of which I'm not really, I'd tell them to get 20% off with free shipping with the code DangerClub at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping with the code DangerClub at manscaped.com. Gorham's balls have been through enough this past year, so we should all treat them with the best tools for job from Manscaped. All right, we've got a Professor Edie who studies anthropology. I'm sure she can crack that door, can't you, babe?
Yeah, that should be. I'm sure I should be able to
was
get
that?
that open.
Did you
Just fart.
No, that was the carry-on sound. Whenever you like turn around and someone's trying to do something, you go, like, you don't remember this?
What do you mean?
What are you talking
I,
about?
Karagor One Fang, who's never lost fight to man nor beast, have no physical memory of the carry-on sound, Shania. Of course I don't.
That's just the sounds that we do. Maybe it's something from, down in the dark places.
Mate, it sounds like something from
popular
the
drow
Drow.
cultural thing. Yeah, the carry-on.
One day,
Absolutely.
One day, we're going to mount an expedition to several dwarven lands and several drow lands and find out just exactly what happens down there with all your hundreds of centuries of experience living underground.
No, don't you remember carry on up.
matron mother.
Hey.
Carry on up the water deep.
Right.
Yeah, off you go.
All right.
I think
you
we're
want
going
me
to eat
to
some
just go
breakfast
and
first.
Yeah, just go out into the courtyard. So I'll come with you.
No, wait, we haven't.
Hold
Bella's
on,
right.
wait, no, wait,
haven't had breakfast. We haven't had breakfast yet. Breakfast is the most important meal
I'm
of
just
the day.
trying to move along.
Yeah, well, after delaying it for so long. No, well, fuck you. We're having breakfast. Dan, what have we got for breakfast? Quickly.
I don't know.
Anything.
You brought the breakfast.
Shit.
What have you brought?
Jerky, nuts.
I got some dinosaur armpit
Oh yeah, we
meat.
cooked dinosaur steak.
Yeah,
last
we
night.
had
dinosaur
lots
steak, yeah.
plenty of
I'm
dinosaur.
Yeah, dinosaur.
experimenting with different types of meat.
Scrambled dinosaur.
If we just eat meat though for dinner and breakfast, we're going to get some awful guts. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
Well, not to mention scurvy. Yes.
I do have some rations here. I think there might be some that have something fruity in them, dried fruity.
Well, I expect so. You're a vegan,
Yeah.
aren't you,
yes.
Shania?
That reminds me.
Oh yeah. That's right.
You got quite. You were quite.
I was very close to death, so I ate some meat.
Doesn't
You did,
it like
you did.
upset your stomach if you don't eat meat for a long time? Then you suddenly eat it, and then you're like,
Not my stomach. My stomach's fucking hardcore.
Yes, and what you said something. I think it eats the thing that eats you or something.
Yeah,
That
that's
was-
right.
yes.
It's very important that you eat the things that try to
Sounds
eat
like a
you.
Nine Inch Nails song.
Yeah.
what about if you always?
Whose nails are
9 Inch Nails, they hang around with the Carry On family. Okay, why is mine ridiculous and yours isn't?
No, I was saying
I would
they're
love
not
to see
ridiculous.
Carry On 9 Inch Nails.
Oh my goodness! Ant and Deck, 9 Inch Nails. We don't have to explain 9 Inch Nails, but carry on. We'll have to. There's a lot of explaining to do after this one.
Yeah, man.
Zone
There's a whole
danger recall, isn't
disclaimer
it? Right.
afterwards, yeah.
Okay, so you have a selection of dried fruits, of leftover steak, and of jerky and nuts. It's a pretty good breakfast.
I watch what Professor Edie eats. Does she eat?
Professor Edie eats. Professor Edie has some steak, and she has a bit of fruit. She joins in with most of the rest of
Is
the
the
food.
steak all right?
Oh yeah, thank you. It's
It's not too bad. It's a little, obviously it's cold from last night, but that's fine. I don't mind a little cold.
I like mine rare.
Yes, me too as well, yes.
Do you like yours rare? Do you like rare
Yes,
meat?
I do. I'm very fond of rare meat.
Cool. That's
I
cool.
suppose dinosaurs quite rare, isn't it? So
Well, it depends where
Not
you are.
around here. There's bugger hundreds of them around here, isn't there?
There's what?
Bugger hundreds. Yes.
I don't know if you could if you could try.
That's a wizard's unit of measurement right there. You see, anything above 100, sort of a few hundred.
hundred.
There's bugger hundreds.
That's the name of a drag queen, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, but no, we're bugger hundreds.
Very good. Well, what's the plan for today? Are we
Let's
going
just
through
get in the fucking dome. Let's get in the dome
Get in
and
the
kill
dome,
the
yeah.
12-fingered man. No, I'm joking. We need to speak to the 12-fingered man.
Yeah, we need to speak to him. And what are we going to ask?
what we speak to him about again?
We need the...
He's got the curse breaker.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he's
He's
got
got the curse breaker, but how are we going to broach this?
Also, he's got some people in
Just ask him, have
prison
you
that
got
belong to the embiggened people.
And there's
that-
also
well,
that wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. You know, the wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say near me.
Yeah, okay. Well,
why,
maybe
what's
don't
that?
say any more then.
Yeah, the wink, wink, nudge, nudge, yeah.
I throat punch Felton.
You know, the shh.
No. So you are having a stroke, is that right? Quickly, let me diagnose you with my medical ways. She slaps him in the face.
Oh. Okay. But yeah, that thing.
Yeah, okay, shut up.
So what's this curse breaker that
I cast Mage Hand and slap Fulton as well.
What is this curse breaker then that he has?
Oh, it's great. It's going to cure disease.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. That sounds very powerful.
Yep, probably.
yeah.
Have you ever heard of curse breaker, Edie? A good mate.
No, I've heard of all sorts of things. That what manner of thing is this?
Oh, I don't know. Could be a box.
A box?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, it must have some quite powerful magic to it then.
Probably. Velda will know. Velda's our best until you came along. Best arcane scholar.
It could be a being. Could be like a live curse breaker.
You say a bee?
Do you know what I mean?
Could it be a spell?
Bees.
I mean,
You're saying bees are in a trap.
bee.
Bees
Not
in a
being.
trap. Is there bees in
Not
a trap?
bee.
Bees in a trap.
I mean, presumably it's some sort of artifact, I would imagine, because otherwise it's still existence. So, of course, if it had been used, things like scrolls are one use, or potions are one use, so it's some sort of artifact.
Not many artifacts in existence, do you reckon, Velda?
There's bug hundreds.
Just getting there.
What? No, but I mean, it's and also if it is something that if it's going to be any use against the slimy business going on, then it would have to be used quite a lot of times.
Slimy business.
The slimy business, yes.
it's not a thing that you go, oh, we say the spell and then everything goes back to normal.
Do
you have
maybe
to like, use it close to people that are affected?
Well, it's possible. If it's a wand, I mean, it might have an area of effect.
I think basically what we're saying is we don't fucking know.
No, we don't have any
what the
idea
fuck
whatsoever.
But it's
we're
a
looking
powerful
for.
artifact.
Professor Edie,
something
have you
that-
actually seen the 12-fingered man?
Yes.
Could you describe them? Because I've sort of forgotten when I met them what they look like.
Well, he's quite tall. He's got long hair and a very scraggly beard. He's got 6 fingers on each hand, as you might expect, and
Yeah.
he wears very, very gaudy jewelry, very sort of large, bulky jewelry. And he's quite mad.
If you had to quantify his life force, what would you say it would be?
Oh, I'd say he's very powerful. He's one of the children of Angathan.
Now, when you say mad, do you mean like angry or he's just loopy?
Oh, both.
Oh, right.
Both.
So he's loopy and angry.
Yeah, he's very unpredictable.
The best case.
Loopery.
What do you
or
reckon the word is?
Angry.
Angrily.
Yeah.
You're trying to make an Angathan pun because they're all followers. Yes, they're all very Angathani.
Yeah.
It's horrible to watch, isn't it?
It's painful.
Hang on, I'm going to write a poem.
Yeah.
Angrily people.
What do you reckon? What's his main line of work then?
Walking
If he's
through
working
the
for
streets.
Angrazan, what's he locks himself away for?
Talking away.
He'd be trying to amass power, I would assume. They're in a constant struggle against the other demon worshippers within the other factions within the city. He came here many, many years ago, trying to conquer the whole city, and he's ended up with just this little corner of it. It's from Kibwe originally, I believe.
To their own beats.
Are you still?
I was just writing my poem.
Oh,
Sorry, I was listening. But
I like the cue cards one better. Yes, I imagine he's in a constant battle with the other demon cults and with the dragon, of course. I imagine he's trying to amass power to use against them. If he truly has this artifact, then it must be some kind of a powerful weapon. Or
how many factions are there here?
Oh, there are dozens of them.
Dozens.
and I'm assuming he doesn't. So he wouldn't want to give up this artifact to anyone, would he?
No,
probably not. No.
He's very unlikely to be amiable to your daily suggestions. I thought you worked for him.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, right.
That's all right. We probably trust her.
Yeah. We
Trust us fine.
Yeah.
Because we're consultants, like we said earlier, right? We don't see him every day.
No, we're just interested in that artifact. It was just interesting to see if.
But you were saying you want to take it back to Kibwe because it will cure some kind of
disease.
Exactly, and then he would be responsible for saving Kibwe.
We're good consultants.
I see.
Yes.
But you're concerned that he may not wish to give it to you.
Aye, because you said he's a bit mad, a bit loopy, a bit cray-cray.
Lucre. He's Lucre.
Loot's great.
He's ludicrous.
By the new Danger Club, Lucre.
She kind of casts a side look to Karagor and goes, "These two are absolute cretins."
Shania.
Yeah, what's going on?
Not quietly. What's a cretin?
A cretin is like an idiot, like not good at working their brains.
Karagor turns back to look at Edie in shock. Yeah, I've always thought that, actually. Edie, you're so smart. Come on, open this door.
Very well. Let's see if we can take a look at it. Is there anything we need to be careful of in the courtyard?
Yeah, all the cretins.
Very well. All right. Well, let's see.
Might there be a slime?
No,
There's a slime behind the other door.
Oh, it's behind the other door.
Behind the other door.
It can't squeeze out underneath the door?
No, we checked.
Well, if it could,
It's
it
one
would
door.
have done by now.
No,
It
'cause
hasn't done yet. It's like that bit in that
Okay.
Power Rangers film. With
It's not a slimy slime. It's a cubey cube.
Okay. It's
So it's
cubey.
just bouncing.
It's
up
not a
against
sloppy, it's a cubey.
Yeah, I did hear
Okay.
someone kind of, I don't know, dying
Gelatinous.
through there. But
Very well.
Okay.
All right then. I'll try to open the door and then we'll get inside. Can I get perception checks from everybody, please? Yeah. Step out back into the courtyard.
26.
26.
21.
21.
34.
22.
22. 34.
I don't know why I even bother with you people.
27.
A 27. Karagor and Shania, as you are all about to step out into the courtyard, you hear a slight creak of metal, and you immediately clock the 6 ape statues around it with their clawed talons, one of which still has a scythe blade and a dagger stuck through it and is kind of hanging limp, but the other ones are primed and ready.
Wait, everyone, wait.
Oh, yeah, we didn't fix this.
The trap is set if we go out there. We're going to get...
Okay.
Only if we open the door incorrectly. So let's go around and dismantle all the other arm things.
Wait, I wasn't here for this. What are they going to do?
There's
Where
a
were
trap.
you?
They hit you if you do the door wrong.
Oh,
Where were you?
I was off saving the birds.
A group of birds
you
all
remember
flutter
this?
down and land on Velda's hat.
Fuck off. Like, jeez. Ugh. Hummingbirds. Always these hummingbirds. They keep trying to, get nectar from my ear.
Look at
It's very
Velda, his
disconcerting.
friends of birds.
Yes, well, at least I did something positive.
There's one just hovering by his ear permanently, put his little tongue down your ear.
Bugger off.
Yeah. You're getting wet-willied by a bird.
Yeah, I am. Ugh, it's horrible.
Can you speak to him?
No, that's the frustrating thing. I can't speak bird at all, so I can't tell him to bugger
Shania,
off.
can you speak to him?
It's a possibility, maybe.
You really want to find out what tongue licky ear one's called?
Okay, I'll have a little go.
Is this a spell?
I don't know. Let's try.
Because I would just advise against using a spell slot potentially just for this nonsense. Just before we fight something potentially
Don't tell
extremely
Drum how
dangerous.
to play the game, James.
I know, but you're making him use a spell.
Well,
not
no
very
one's
much.
making me do anything.
While you're looking for the spell, does Karagor want to make a thievery check, and somebody want to make a thievery check to aid him to see if you can disable this trap?
Breaky arms.
I don't think I've got anything in thievery. Oh, I've got 4.
Got a 24 if I'm doing it by myself.
A 24.
I believe
and-
Bubsy's quite good
Can be
at
a
the old
bubba, wasn't it, isn't it?
thieveroos.
Go on.
I was just looking up, see if I had anything. I've got comprehend language. But
Oh, okay. You're helping with the other thing. Helping
no,
with-
I'll do the thievery as well. I'm multitasking.
Yes, we all took 30 points of damage, but we did talk to a hummingbird.
Mine's only I only got a 15 there.
Hang on.
15's a fail.
Dan, I've got something called the Infiltrator's Elixir. Does that help with stealth or does that help with thievery? I presume it helps with one or two of them.
I have a feeling it helps with both. I can't remember exactly the bonus it does.
Oh, well,
that
maybe
sounds like
Ocean.
it's. I believe it's a +1. It could be a +1 to both of them.
+1?
Yeah, because remember, elixir is the shittest of all potions for some reason in this scaling system. The healing elixir. Have a hit point.
1d4 of healing.
Yeah. The elixir of ultimate sneaking. +1.
Nah, I can only make you understand the birds
Can you make me
for, for an hour.
the bird?
Yeah, it's to deception to avoid people seeing through your disguise, so it wouldn't help with
That's a shame. Okay.
Never mind. Still got it though. Still got it.
Yeah.
That's just so yeah, 24
just,
from me.
Just a 24. Does anyone else want to attempt to aid?
New.
I've got a +4. So
Not going to try. Okay.
what about Shania? Is she a bit thievery?
No, she's terrible at it.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave that because probably not helpful.
I can tell you a 24 is exactly the DC for disabling the trap.
Oh, I have also got thieves' tools. I just
Oh, nice.
should let
Okay,
you know that.
that's good because it's actually 25, and I was fudging to keep things going
I did
on.
think do you know what? That you're normally very good at this, but I detected a whiff of like 24. Like, wouldn't it be 25 as a round number? But I guess
absolutely was, but like, I just don't want to roll this fucking trap again. You managed to with your tools. You managed to go around and you just kind of work out the firing arcs of the different. Of the different hands, and you kind of chuck a rock in to set them all off, and then you get in there with your tools and disable all of the chains before they can fire back, and soon all 6 of them are lying limp on the ground, unable to fire again.
At one point, Karagor inadvertently springs one using his little crampon blades in his thieves' tools, but then just catches it and then hits the monkey statue back and goes, "Why hit yourself? Why'd you hit yourself? Why you hit yourself? You're doing it to yourself."
Nice work, Karagor.
Thanks for all your help and someone telling me to remember my thieves' tools because I was just using fucking arrows a minute ago. Just bits of wood. Stupid that were.
I think I've got this. I think I've worked it out this time.
Yeah,
Oh, sure, have. You're great.
I think you can just stay here now because it might not be safe for you beyond this.
yeah, but it might be safe leaving her alone either.
Well, we've slept in this area. Actually, it's fault. I don't want you getting hurt, mate. I don't want you getting hurt, Professor.
I'll hang back. It's all right. Don't worry. I'll stick with you, but I'll stay back so that I'm not in danger at least. Thank you very much, Karagor. It's very kind of you.
I mean, I said it first.
Yeah,
I suppose you did.
you sort of said it in a weirder way, though.
Yes.
Cretin.
Just something about you.
He's picking his nose.
So gross.
Right then. Well, look, I warn you. They're quite powerful, and the cult here are experts in death magic. So I would expect most people that you meet through here to have to be masters of that kind of technique.
Well, what's a good counter to death magic?
Don't worry, we're experts in death killing.
Good.
Yeah. Am I right?
Cretin.
I mean, for one side, I'm going to have to agree with Karagor. I mean, that was stupid.
We're good at killing.
I mean, death killing. I mean, they're both the same thing.
Oh, my name's Felder. I'm going to agree with Karagor.
Yeah.
I've got a bird in me.
Thanks, Bubba.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Where have you been the last 3 episodes?
Yeah,
I was here.
Where do you go?
Oh, yeah, you were, weren't you?
Make love to a bird.
Oh, I'm a bird. I like birds.
Why on earth do you assume that? And why would that be wrong if I did, if it was a consenting bird?
Come on, Karagor. Let's go and open this door.
I don't know. I've been put in a position where I've somehow got to choose now between these people. Professor Edie, I wish I could choose you.
I know. But that's the word. Well,
It's all right, Professor Edie. You can stay back with me.
Oh, thank you very much. I'll stay very close to you.
Right, well, not that close. I mean,
You'll protect me, I'm sure.
Well, yes.
Felder likes it when you hold his hand.
No, I don't. No,
She
don't
holds
touch
your
me.
hand.
No. Felder shakes her off and then recoils from the hummingbird that gets a bit closer as he darts away from her. God, it's assaulted from all sides.
It's a personal space nightmare. Edie goes over to the door, places her hand on it, and turns one final panel, and there's a kind of chunk, and the doors slide gratingly open to reveal a room beyond, stretching out ahead of you. Is the interior of the large domed chamber. It's held aloft by 4 great pillars. A dome stretches all the way over the top, on which there is a mosaic of a ferocious ape face staring down. There is a hole in the very center of the dome, and directly below it is a pool of water collected presumably from rainwater that falls through the center of it. At the very far end of the room, there is a raised platform on which there is a throne surrounded by a cloud of flies. It is made, it seems, of kind of stitched leather of various types and shades and stuffed. It looks fat and squishy and uncomfortable. It has a number of bones and things sticking up out the back of it. Sat in the chair is a human man with a long, tatty beard, long, straggly hair, chunky gold jewellery, and coloured robes. He is wearing a symbol of Angazan around his neck, and on each hand he has 6 fingers. In front of him, on a low-raised altar, there is a halfling lying on the thing, tied to it. The halfling is split open from belly up to chest and just opened up, and is lying there dead. In between you and that, there are 4 humans wearing furs, holding spears and shields. They look very similar to the ones you fought earlier. And standing quite close to you, in between you and the pool and all of this, is another one of the dinosaur creatures. Tyrannosaurus-like, big, thick, sauron legs, holding a spear of its own with a necklace of hands around its neck. As they all turn to look at you, those of them who aren't. The human, the one in the chair, who you imagine is Nyamet, looks up at you as the doors open, seemingly expecting, holds up his 6-fingered hand and says, "Hi!"
Oh, great. 12-fingered man.
Wait, hold on. Why is he talking?
We have come from far.
He's doing it now.
Yes.
Have you now?
Why does he do this?
Yes.
Good. Are you going to continue?
Well, we just came here to report to you we are here.
It's no good looking around desperately now, Ross.
Yes,
do this every
I
time.
mean, you started this, Fulton.
Yeah.
Edie holds Velda's hand again.
We require a meeting with you. Oh, great 12-fingered man.
I mean, we've got a meeting with him. We're literally here.
No, because we're just in his throne room. We're not meeting. We arrange the meeting.
Yeah,
Do you have a secretary that we can arrange a meeting?
What is this sudden love of bureaucracy that you've got? A secretary? We're literally here. Why don't we just talk to him?
Can we go to a private chamber to discuss terms and conditions of our meeting?
Wow.
What the bloody hell did you have for breakfast?
I think that dinosaur meat was a bit spoiled.
I think it was cooked yesterday.
Shush, you.
Edie,
Shut up.
Yes,
theoretically, if we were just all to back out this door right now, do you reckon you could close it really quickly?
Well, we can't back out now. We came here. We need to get the curse breaker, don't we?
Yeah, no, absolutely we do. But I'm just thinking of a shortcut in case. How good's your spitting? You a good spitter?
My spitting?
Yeah. I reckon Fulton's a good spitter. I reckon Shania's a good spitter. I reckon I'm a good spitter. We need 4 spitters. You got any spit in you?
But perhaps.
Trust you, Edie.
It's quite disgusting, though.
Yeah, it is. Do you reckon you could hit one of them humans with your spit?
I can spit.
What are you talking about? What are we spitting?
Can you spit? You haven't got any lips to spit.
Look, watch.
Fucking hell, you're an amazing spitter. How did you do that? I don't know.
He's got lips inside his beak.
And teeth, look. No, I'm joking.
All right, fine. On a count of 3, we all spit at one of them humans each. We pass the slithering to them. We binge it back out the door. They turn into jellies, fight the demon dinosaur, probably the wizard too. We give it a couple of minutes, come back in and mop up the rest.
I am
This is a solid
Fulton
plan.
Battlestone.
Yeah, but are we supposed to talk to him first?
What?
We need to talk
He's
to
not
him
going to give up
first.
the curse break.
Please.
We haven't even tried to talk to him. We just let numpty boy
Fulton's
here.
trying right now.
Shake my hand, Mr. Human Man.
As Fulton does that, I
Pleased
ready
to
a
meet
spit
you.
action.
Fulton approaches. Right, I just to let you know some distances here, because this is a big room.
They're like
I know,
30
he
feet
did
away.
stress it's a big room. Like,
Yeah.
It's not like an office.
The humans are the cultists are all about at least 25 feet from where you are standing at the moment.
Easy.
Nyamet is quite a bit further than that, and in between all of you is the big dinosaur. So if you approach, you're going to have to go like through the dinosaur.
And
Just
how-
under his leg.
No.
How big is the doorway we've just passed through?
The doorway you've passed through is 10 feet wide.
Bottleneck. We just spit and then move back out to the doorway.
So,
I mean, how are you going to spit that?
Do you know why we're here? Let's just cut to the chase. Do you know why we're here?
I'm terribly curious after you killed so many of my followers. You must be very mighty.
Well, we are a little
Have
bit.
we-
Basically, we're here for something, and we wondered if we could talk to you about, perchance, borrowing that thing, maybe loaning it to us like a library for 2 to 3 weeks, and if we don't give it back to you, you could take our souls or something. Not our souls, our souls.
Your souls, our souls.
We're all souls.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Goodness gracious, goodness. Well, I've heard of a face of the party. I've never quite sure I've met the. I feel like I've met the arse of the party now,
The arsehole of the party.
Hey.
or perhaps the scrotum of the party. I resent that, says Jam Jam. So you wish to take something from me, do you?
No, take by force. We just need mere to borrow it.
Oh, you want to borrow something from me, do you?
And what would we have to give you in return for said thing?
He leans forward on the chair and says, well, love, that depends entirely on what it is you want to borrow. Cup of sugar?
No, the curse breaker.
The curse breaker. Now that is quite the pretty thing.
Hey, we need it to break a curse, and what better way of you helping people in the world, or
I'm not sure who wants to help.
you know, by allowing us to borrow it.
Shani,
Yeah.
have you got haste?
What? Yeah. I mean, yeah. Why?
Okay, great. Prep it.
Interesting. Well, I'm all about helping people. I mean, look around. He kind of gets up and potters down to the altar and says, look at all the helping that we like to do around here.
Exactly. See, think if you let us borrow this curse breaker, think the people that you borrowed it to would be able to help you in the long run secure your throne here.
See, that's the thing about the worship of Vangazan is people think, oh, you're just brutal. You just want to go around and try and become a demon king or something like that. But really, it's all fun and hugs and sort of belly raspberries and things. And he just bends around and blows a raspberry into the open belly of the halfling, and blood just goes up everywhere.
See?
He stands
Exactly.
up with just blood dripping from his matted beard. So, see, we're terribly friendly.
Yeah. So, what would you require for the oath breaker? The oath
Curse breaker.
Curse
Not the
breaker.
curse
that's it.
breaker,
Not the oath breaker. Different things.
I feel like what
Different
he's going to
franchise.
want is going to be more than we can possibly give.
Nah, it'll be some like
Well, it's-
100 gold pieces or something. I don't
No
know.
deal has been
Oh,
done.
there it is
So,
again, isn't
no,
it? The privileged little dwarf. Like, anything can be solved with money. Just give him some money.
Oh, yes, sure, fine. 100 gold pieces sounds lovely. come on, bring it over and we'll band it. We'll wrap it up for you.
I'll hand it. Not that we don't trust you, but I'll hand it to one of your attendants here.
Put a little bow on it.
I'll do that now. Karagor reaches into his pocket and slowly walks towards one of the humans wearing shields.
No, hold on a second. We need to see
No,
first.
that's a good idea.
Oh,
It's a good idea.
The demon dinosaur steps aside. The humans don't move. They stand in a line, kind of just on the other side of the pool of water, and wait for you to approach them.
So Karagor moves off. He just goes, "When the time's right, haste me, and you'll get out the back of the door. So bottleneck it, right?"
Okay, yeah.
Okay, Karagor, you walk.
I'm gonna divvy it up.
Here's some of my money.
There's 10 to this one. Hello.
You go up. You
Karagor
start.
takes 10 gold pieces and puts it in one of their hands.
Okay.
But make sure his fingers touches the hand.
Okay. He takes. You look down. You notice they are wearing gloves.
Karagor puts it. They're all wearing gloves.
Can he
Do they have any skin exposed?
It's as if they've got an idea of maybe what's your plan.
Are
They
they
have
all
got
wearing-
like their faces. Yeah, they're not wearing they're not in hazmat suits. So they have got their faces are exposed.
Cool. Karagor affects.
You're the other side of the room.
As a player, I'm
Okay.
going, just give him a little tap on the face, like, well done.
Karagor's just going to lisp really hard and just sort of spray. There you go. Just a bit of.
You get a bit of spit on spit of. I'm eating. You get a bit of spit on one of their faces.
Sorry. Goes to the next one.
The Niomet says, "Oh, wait a minute! I just remembered something. I don't want gold. I want the thing that's in your bag." And he points. He points at Fulton.
What do you want? I think I know what you're talking about.
Well, you see, the Cursebreaker's been talking to me, darling.
What does it want?
It wants to be reunited with the other bits of itself.
I thought
you
so.
Brought here.
Okay. I bring out my axe.
Well, there we are. That's the trouble, you see. You've forgotten one important little thing wandering in here. She just looks at Karagor as you kind of realise you're on one half of the room, everyone else is back on the other half of the room, and there's a dinosaur in between you and that.
I've cast haste on him.
You start casting the spell as he starts to wipe. One of the cultists starts to wipe the spit from his eye, and Niomet looks at you and says, "You're in the jungle, baby.
You're gonna die."
And that's where we leave it for tonight.
Oh, Ross has taken his headphones off. He's leaving.
He's out.
But it is the end of the episode. To be fair, he does want to leave. Goodbye, Ross.
Goodbye, Ross.
But I tell you what, before we all go, I want to do a shout out for our Dangerling of the Week. That's right, it's Stephen Rivet. I think. So thank you, Stephen, for your support. You obviously is one of our patrons, and if you too want to be one of our patrons, because we've got loads of lovely Dangerlings, but if you want to take that extra step, that little come into the fold, then you can do by going to patreon.com/Danger Club Podcast, where you can sign up for one of the tiers apparently called Dangerling of the Week. So you can sign up for that, and then you will too get your name shouted out at the end of the episode as a token of our appreciation, because we love you guys. And keep listening, and we'll see you soon. Peace out.
was inevitable.
We are in trouble.
It was inevitable.
Inevitable.